Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a weekly reading for Pisces from the 1st until the 7th of May. So you're going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee to my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. And the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time, okay? And your card is the Justice card in the reversed position, okay? A few things with this card. First of all, it's a major card, okay? So there is this major situation around you. There's also these big changes which are starting to take place as well. There's also a sense of this injustice, okay? Someone's been very unfair towards you, okay? It's like you put a lot of time and a lot of effort in a situation and it was thrown back in your face here, okay? Could well be some legal or official situation that needs to be resolved, so it could well be around signing some papers or a contract here. I'm also seeing like this curtain opening, okay? Something was revealed recently, whole can of worms, something come out of the woodwork, caused a lot of distress and just had the effect of just turning your whole world just upside down. The card crossing is the Sun card reversed, okay? Again, the Sun is a major card, so again, confirmation of this major issue, these changes taking place around you at this time. I mean, usually the Sun card is the best card in the pack, but it's reversed, okay? It's like the Sun is kind of sort of hiding. There's a lot of clouds in front of the Sun. The Sun is always there. So the Sun represents what you want, if you like, but there's clouds in front, which is like these blockages. So, you know, this is around these issues, around this injustice, around some challenges, some obstacles. Once these have been overcome or worked through, then the Sun will shine again, okay? It's just a matter of time now. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Four of Cups in the reversed position, okay? So the feeling here is that you were getting a lot of unwanted emotions here, okay? It was like being offered something which you didn't want, yeah, just over and over again. You kept saying, no, I don't want that, and someone kept trying to persuade you to have something here, okay? But you kept kind of sort of rejecting it. But the feeling here is of some kind of turnaround where you start to feel better emotionally. And then you start to get more of what you want. It could well be that you felt bogged down, you couldn't see the wood for the trees, okay? But I do strongly sense you starting to step back. You've been thinking a lot about this because it does stem from the past coming to the present, okay? It's like once you step back, and then you can kind of sort of see what needs to be done, what needs to be altered, what needs to be changed. It could well be there's a lot of toxic energy around you in the form of people and situations, so it kind of shows you having a good clear out, so a good declutter within yourself, but also on the outside as well. Yeah, I mean, looking more forward, I've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. You're going to get to this point within a very, very short time, just in a matter of a few weeks, where you realise that something needs to change, okay? It's like you've got this plant, yeah, it's in a room, it's grown to the ceiling, it's got nowhere else to grow, okay? You've got a choice here. You can put a hole in the ceiling, so make changes around where you are, or move the plant somewhere else, okay? Perhaps to a bigger room, okay? So then you would actually move away from the situation. So the choice is, do you actually work on the situation, try and resolve it, or do you actually completely just let go and then just cut ties, okay? There's nothing in between, you know, because you have been stuck in the middle. You have felt damned if you do, damned if you don't, stuck between a rock and a hard place. But something needs to be done here. It's got to be one thing or another, okay? Nothing in between I'm being given. The card in the gold position is the High Priestess in the reverse position. I mean, this pretty much sums up much of what I've said, okay, and what you're wanting to move away from. It's this toxic energy around you, okay? I do sense at least one person here has been very negative. It's like you share stuff with them, what you want to do, and they just bring you down. They kind of sort of hold you back here, okay? So again, the feeling here is to either deal with the person or the situation differently, or to completely just cut ties and just move away from the situation here. Again, I'm just seeing this curtain which is opening, Yeah, so there's a strong sense that something was revealed recently, a whole can of worms, and then something came out of the woodwork. It just caused you a lot of distress, had the effect of just turning your world upside down here, okay? And it just comes across as being very unfair. You know, it's like you put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into this situation and got a little back in return. But it will come back. Everything comes back in the end. Maybe not from the same source, but once you let go and deal with the situation differently or just move away from the situation, then what's yours always comes in anyhow. So it's a win-win situation for you. Already within yourself, I sense you have been working on yourself, because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's given me more security within yourself. It's very much about you're finding it within yourself, but there is this time delay. It does take a while to actually appear on the outside, okay? But the feeling here is that you are becoming much stronger within yourself. It may not seem like it some days. There's a lot of things which are thrown at you, but you must remember what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you are getting stronger. You know, and you are going to swim, you're not going to sink here. This card is also about some money on the way, but it's not worked for. So it could be like some kind of win. It could be some kind of inheritance or some kind of settlement you've been waiting on. It's on the way, that's what it's saying here, within 1 month as well. So the advice here is shown by the Two of Swords. So quite a lot here. It's about this disharmony, like within yourself, okay? But you are kind of sort of growing stronger. I mean, there's a lot of things which have been thrown at you, which you are kind of sort of dealing with, okay? But you are wanting things to become more settled. So if you look at this card, you've got like the moon and the water, which is the emotions, and you've got the swords, you know, which is the mind, okay? So it could well be that your mind has been wanting one thing and your heart has been feeling something else, okay? And it's causing like this disharmony within yourself. But it does show you are working on yourself, you are becoming stronger. And the final bit here really is about your heart and your mind working in unity. And it could well be that your mind needs to take control of the situation, but also listens to your heart, okay? Takes on board what your heart has to say, being in touch with your feelings, okay? Whereas before you may well have been drowning in your emotions, okay? But you've moved away from that. And when the mind and the heart work together, then anything is possible for you, and it just drives you forward. I mean, on the outside, I've got the Five of Cups. There's a strong sense of mourning here, so it could well be around a recent passing. There's a lot of spillages, so I do sense there's been a lot of upsets with you here, but there's a lot of focus, you know, on what went wrong here, okay? But if you look, you know, once you change your direction or you change the way you deal with the situation, there's two cups standing, okay? There's so much ahead of you once you actually manage to do that. There's nothing in between, I get given, okay? You have to make up your mind between one thing and another. I suppose your fear is that things are going to remain unsettled forever, which is shown by the Two of Cups reversed, which is also about this kind of sort of disharmony which you've been experiencing. But as I said, I do feel you just growing in strength here, okay? And you will choose to either deal with the situation differently or just to move away from the situation. And in doing that, you'll become even stronger, and then you'll start going towards more of what you want, which is shown by the Two Cups still standing on this cup here. And then the final card is the Six of Cups in the reversed position, okay? So it is going to throw up a whole lot of stuff, which is kind of sort of happening now, okay? But you are going to work through it, okay? It's a bit like it's a bit like a lorry, like this massive lorry, and it realises, or the driver realises that they're going the wrong way down the motorway. They need to turn around. But as they turn around, it does cause a lot of like disruptions. It causes a lot of challenges. But once it turns around, then it's just full steam ahead. And I feel like with you, you're making these changes. You're going to change your course. It does throw up all types of stuff, okay? But once you do change course and you stick to it, then things are shown to be much better ahead. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, into my crystal shop. Thank you.